Yeah, so the first name that comes to mind is actually somebody who understood the concept of love, and I always thought it made him weird and different. But he was my roommate in Korea. His name was Chris Atencio. He was a phenomenal. He was probably 28 or 30 at 9/11, and he decided he was going to enlist. He was what's known as a waterman. So he was a wedge. He was an original member of Wedge Crew, body surfer, surfboard, boogie board, longboard, you name it. The guy just wanted to be in the water. Like he lived and breathed it, and he decided. So hippie, just the furthest thing that you would see, like coming off the beach and be like, you know what, I'm going to join the army post 9/11. He ended up being my roommate in Korea, um, and just a goofy guy, but just a fun, loving spirit. And I remember like waking up just in time for PT, and he'd already been up for like an hour doing yoga and having mantras, and I'm just like, "You're fucking weird, bro." But it started to give me pause of like, what is he doing that's I'm missing in my life? How is he finding fulfillment and self actualization? And I'm just over here trying to be like a strong ranger. Um, and He's been with me in my mind and my heart for so many years, because sometimes it's just like, what would Chris do in this moment? How would he be viewing this situation? How would he find joy and fulfillment in the most austere environments? And because the guy never he did no matter what we were going through, he always had a smile, and he was always pontificating about something much higher than the suck that we were going through. And I just couldn't fathom his ability to disassociate pain and fatigue. And he was just working for something in his own life that was so much higher. Unfortunately, that um, level of philosophical stoicism is not something that's necessarily rewarded um, in the military, right? They want you to just shut up and color, follow the lines. And he was not a line colorer. He wasn't even drawing on the paper. He was trying to create a masterpiece in the sky. Um, and so he really struggled in the military trying to find a home. He made it. He got promoted up, and eventually, oh, by the way, the guy lived all over the world. He just hopped on a plane one day and before the military, and flew to Japan. And he's like, I'm gonna find a job. Just got off the plane and started walking around until he found a school. And he's like, can I teach English here? Why? Are you an English teacher? No, but I speak English and I'd like to learn Japanese. Like this was the kind of guy that was just kind of like fly by the seat of his pants. And he didn't march to a different drummer. He just marched he was the conductor of his own band. Um, and picked up seven languages, and he just struggled post military to find a way to continue to create a symphony. And he fell by his own hand, um, just within a month or so after getting out of the military. And that's one that I've never been able to shake. And because his life was so beautiful, and he was such a creative, and it hit really close to home because I was idolizing him at the same time that I was denigrating his ability to move forward and remove himself from the shit we were going through. And now I idolize him even more for his ability that I'm trying to achieve what he had already mastered 20 years ago. So when I was making fun of him. So that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart.